See that okay? I hope the light's good. And you want to mix these for about 30 seconds to a minute after you add your color. Mix them really, really good. Get that color mixed in there. And I've made pink ones before with the white and the red, which is nice. Now there are two ways that you can do this. And the two ways that I've done, this one here, I'll show you how I did this one first. And this one I used a lighter blue on the background. As you can tell, it's kind of a baby blue. Can you see that okay? And then this one is the second technique where we did the first layer first, let it harden, and then we put the second layer on top. So this is where your toothpicks come in handy. So what you want to do is you want to start pouring your white, your base color, or first layer, into your mold. And then you want to use your toothpick. Don't fill up your mold all the way. You want to use your toothpick to get into those little details of your mold. Like my Cameo lady has a lot of little spaces and intricate details here. So we want to fill those up. As best as you can. And my suggestion is to play around with this with the different techniques and see what you like best. Some like to mix up the colors and get like a marble effect. Some like to do it this way. Some like to do it like the other way I'll show you. It's just all a personal preference to me. It took me lots of tries to get where I like to do them. So I like to do them both ways, because then you can paint them too if you mess up. Okay, this one I'm going to just, the blue, we're just going to pour right over top of that white. And don't worry about what you're, the whole effect of this. I just kind of take the Q-tip and just kind of mix it in just a little. Just kind of swirl it like a marble. And set it to the side. Now these have to sit for at least 24 hours. I like to have them sit a little longer, maybe a day and a half, because that's when they get really hard. They don't sit long, and you try to take them out, they're going to be too taffy, and they'll be sticky and yucky. So, all right, our next way to do this is just taking your white again, or your first color. You can mix these around, doesn't have to be white. And my little fairy mold here, I am going to do the same as I did with my lady and take my toothpick and just kind of get into all my intricate details there, my little spots. The toothpick really comes in handy here. So I hope this one turns out. Now with this one, what I would do, this other technique, is I would let this dry first for 24 hours and then put another color on top. And this is what we did with this one. And then we painted with an acrylic paint. Now I like the matte color. This is too shiny for my liking. We were testing it and we just put a little glossy accents over it. But I really don't like this shiny look. So I like the more matted look. But that's how the 2-layer will do for you. And if you have, like I had a little couple spots, so I just painted over it with a very tiny, tiny brush and get into those little corners. So that one would sit for 24 hours before I put the other layer on. Now for this extra stuff, I don't like anything to go to waste. I'm just making these flowers. And these are real easy because it's one color. You can marble these too if you want. But I love the roses that she has on her Etsy shop. And anything extra here will just peel right off. You don't have to worry about that. Once it dries, it just pops right off. So no worries about the mess. So you just let that sit for 24 hours as well. And once they're all hardened, you just pop them right out. Like I said, no pre-treating. And this is one that we did, me and my daughter Faith, and then we put pearls around it. You could do any kind of frame around it. You can use pearls or some kind of metal. They do sell the metal frames for Cameos. I've seen those. So I hope you have fun with it, and I hope you've learned something. Here's a couple of flowers that I promised my daughter that I would show you before I forget. These are some flowers that she made. And so those are the roses that we just did, that we just poured. Those are how those will look. So, but thanks for checking out the tutorial, and I hope you have fun with it. Good luck. Thanks. Bye.